a name. I hope you guys have a mic so that you can speak. Jad Shahrur, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, I want you to give me 2 truths and 1 lie about yourself, and the delegates are gonna have to know which is which.
2 truths and 1 lie.
Yeah, 2 truths and 1 lie, and you can't tell us which is the truth and which is the lie.
Okay. I'm studying engineering in the university, and another thing, I'm studying law in university. So for one of them is true and 1 false, and another thing, I like to speak a lot, and I like to interact a lot with people. Voila.
Okay, so I want anyone to unmute and actually say what you guys think.
I think lie is that he's studying engineering.
Law is a lie.
No, I
The
think
law
it's
is a
engineering.
lie.
Well,
So-
Lana, can you please repeat what you said?
The law one would be a lie.
Okay, so what's the truth and what's the lie?
I made it to seem like when I said that I'm studying law, like it's something I just it's something I just بعد نطلعه. But it's true. The false is that I'm studying engineering.
Nice.
Well,
Good luck with that. Anyways,
thank you.
I'm gonna pick 2 people. I'm gonna give my 2 truths and 1 fact. 2 truths and 1 lie. I'm sorry. So and you guys are gonna pick which one is right and which one's wrong. So I'm Dao. Is that how you say your name?
Yeah, that's all I said.
Okay, and I'm gonna take 1 sec. Tamer Khatib, do you have mic?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna give you guys 2 truths and 1 lie about myself, and you have to guess which one is which. So I have been swimming for around 14 to 15 years of my life now. I'm 5'9", and I've traveled to 9 countries for my whole life.
They're all believable, you know.
Huh?
They're all believable.
Yeah, well, like it's tricky questions, so you have to like guess.
Yeah.
I think
The countries one seems too specific, so I think it's the truth.
I don't know. I thought the swimming one seemed. Maybe it's exaggerated. It might be exaggerated.
Okay, I'll say the lie is the 5'9".
I'll go with the swimming. I'll go with the swimming.
Okay, Tamer is right. I'm 5'8".
No.
I
Okay,
want to
so I'm gonna
participate.
take
I want to
Samia.
participate.
Huh?
I want to participate.
Okay, Allah.
I'm gonna give my 2 truths and a lie. So when I was a kid, I used to love drawing, and I showed my mom this drawing. She loved it, and I got too excited that I hit my head unconscious. I got unconscious, and my parents thought I was dead. Yes, okay. That's the first one. Second one, I don't know how to ride like a bicycle. And the third one is that I traveled to Turkey, Italy, and Denmark.
I don't think the traveling one.
You know, the first one is totally true because that sounds so much like you.
Any other guesses? I'm not gonna tell
I
you which
think
is which
the traveling one is a lie because it was
One of the countries is fake. One of the
Yeah.
countries.
Yes,
I think
the traveling one.
one of the countries might be fake. I think Denmark is fake.
Okay.
No, not fake.
Okay.
Denmark doesn't exist.
I'm gonna tell you. So Dana, the first one, yes, it's true. I did fall on my head, and my parents thought I was dead. That's a true story. I know, extreme. But the last one, yes, it's a lie. I've never traveled to anywhere.
Oh wow.
Oh, well.
Oh, so all of them were to
Yeah.
all the countries.
Samia, do you want to go next?
Yeah. Okay, listen. The first one is that I know how to ice skate. The second one is that when I was a child, an innocent child, I threw lemonade juice because I thought it was pee. The third one is that I threw up on an airplane.
Well, sorry, could you repeat the second one?
When I was an innocent child, I threw lemonade juice away because I thought it was pee.
لا هي مش صوت.
Mm.
هي شغل.
I think the third one's a lie. The third one.
What do you say?
I'd say
The
the
third
first
one.
one's a lie.
The first one?
The third.
Third one? Which one is a lie? Actually, yes, the third one is a lie. I never threw up on an airplane.
Airplanes are kind of fun, but scary.
Mm.
They are.
No, I love
You want to share screen?
That was a fun activity, guys. Thank you for participating. We wanted to change the mood a little. So now Yasmina will continue with the rest of the presentation.
Okay. So I'm gonna introduce you guys what MUN is and what the UN is. So Samia, can you please flip the slide? Okay. So in Model United Nations, you are here to have a role play. You're gonna have a role to like represent your own country. You're gonna be given a topic and in a specific committee. So for instance, I gave someone China, okay, about COVID-19 in a committee, any committee, okay? So here you are supposed to go into details and communicate and find international resolution for issues that you are dealing with. That makes sense. So for MUN, you are here to debate over problems that are going worldwide, aka we know that COVID-19 is a global pandemic right now. So we're gonna have to find to decrease the cases. For instance, in Lebanon, people are not following the rules or laws, so we can in some way motivate them so COVID cases decrease to have a better education, a better lifestyle, to live life and our teenage years normal. So, Samia, can you move to the next slide, please? Okay, so we have our motto for policy, success, and leadership. So, can someone explain what you think policy, success, and leadership is until I like actually explain it to you guys? Um, anyone feel free to unmute.
I try. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Success is achieved by following a policy and being a leader to.
I see. Anyone else?
Yeah, a leader puts down policies, and these policies help them reach success, which is subjective to them, since success is reaching whatever they want, no matter what the cost is.
Yeah, I like your answers. Anyone else wants to add anything before I explain?
To like achieve to achieve this, you need leadership, and you have scenes. They're all related to each other, and like this triangle.
Okay, I see. We have those three main goals in MUNC: policy, success, and leadership. Policy in our slogan means for us to help our future delegates in developing the skills we need to show in MEN conferences and real life, daily real life things. Like we are here to solve things not only for like anyone, a speech, a position paper, or anything. We are here for like real life situations, just for raising more awareness, if that makes sense, and like gaining more information about what's happening. Leadership is we are here to like build you guys' self-confidence because we know a lot of people here, one of which was me. I really had a like tension when an anxiety to speak in public spaces. I never had knew that I would get to one day where I'm gonna turn a camera on in front of a bunch of people I don't know and just speak normally without getting anxious, without getting stressed. Anyways, we are here to make you guys build up your challenges. We are here to build your self confidence and overcome your fears. Success stands for us striving for what we want because we want our delegates and delegates anywhere to actually help with the world and what's happening around us. So here we have to teach them to gain knowledge, power, and acceptance, and we're gonna have fun while doing that. So it's not gonna be just me getting stuffed information into my head and not having fun out of it. Like that's why we're here to do activity sessions, get to know one another because it's gonna be boring if we don't do that. Uh, okay, so the UN. Who has any thoughts on what the UN is and what the UN, what or something? Does anyone think?
UN
Noura?
founded after World War II, after the League of Nations failed, and its goal is to maintain peace and to for less people to die.
Okay.
Yeah,
Noura, do you have any
basically, like a lot of countries they formed this union together to solve issues in worldwide. Like they also intervene not just in case of war, but famine and crisis, earthquakes, or anything. They help people with education, health, and security.
Okay. Marella Khudir, I guess that's your name. Do you have any thoughts if you have a mic? Lana, Noura, anyone? What do you think
You
the UN
can
is?
share your thoughts in the in the chat box
In
if you
the
don't feel
chat box, like
comfortable.
I'm gonna read them if you want to.
I don't really know, but if I think it's about just like Wisnam said.
It's committed to maintain peace and security, international peace and security, as you can say. Thank you for sharing your opinions. Anyways, the base of the UN has
Yasmina,
190.
Yasmina.
Yeah.
There was a video. If you can share it, there was a video. If you want to share it, maybe after or maybe before it, like
Yeah, we
10 minutes
did
before.
after.
After, okay, deal.
Okay. So we have different types in the United Nations system. I'm gonna start with the General Assembly, the GA. It's the base of the United Nations. It has 193 member states, which has equal weighted vote. So, as many of you guys mentioned, I really forgot who actually did. We are here for peace and security more. International policies, we are here to actually show the interest in all of that because if we were not to like show our acceptance towards that, we wouldn't be able to solve international problems logically. So we're going to be giving resolutions. Those resolutions can be taken into consideration. They should be logical and ethical. You should manage to give logical resolutions because if it were not logical, you're gonna make it worse or like you're not gonna help anything at all. So as soon as you give valid reasons and valid resolutions, you're really gonna help with like fixing the world and what's happening right now in any crisis. So an example, you have the Resolution 217, the one that was in the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. So progressive people didn't give valid resolutions which made human rights decrease, whether it was in sexism or anything like we didn't give the human rights, for instance, men equal to women, and it became worse because we know we have equalism between females and males, and when that didn't happen, a crisis happened and a refugee did. So we have different committees. We have the GA1, which is for international security, as I guess Lana mentioned. The GA2, which is here for the economic and financial security. The GA3, which is for social, humanitarian, and cultural security. We have the GA4 for the social, political, and decolonization. GA5 for the administrative and budgetary, and GA6 for legal stuff. Okay, so you might have not memorized them, but we're gonna be sending you guys the PowerPoint so that you can get into consideration with everything I'm saying right now, so that they can actually stay in your head. We have the Security Council, the UNSC. Security Council is there to provide everything you need, whether it was equal human rights, the refugee of the WHO, the World Health Organization, which is here to help everyone worldwide, whether it was with the health, with the lack of food some countries are facing right now, poverty, and all of that. For instance, see that China is going through starting actually worldwide problems such as COVID-19, which is a pandemic. It has affected several countries, if not most countries worldwide. So the WHO has been playing a huge role to actually help every country that is going through a rough time, whether it was poverty, cases increasing without any help, or anything around that. Does anyone have any questions before I continue? It's all clear to me. Okay. So you have the
I would
economic.
actually like to ask a question.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask, like, as like MU, like model UN, like we have access to all of these, and
Well,
or
these
do we
are the
act as them?
different committees. We're gonna like we can sign up on any different committee, but it depends what our team relies on. Dia, do you want to answer that?
Yeah, for example, my committee was under the General Assembly, GA1, which was about so it's the I'm sorry, disarmament and international security. So the topic at hand, for example, was the future of biotech and how it affects international affairs. So each committee differs with in regards to the topic, and you'll go into detail with the committees, and you'll have a choice to choose which committee you want to be in. But for now,
And each country has access to all these committees.
yeah, I guess so. So most countries are in these committees, yes. So yeah, but in this club, since there is not many students, we're gonna have in the future like a poll of the types of committees you might want to, and we're gonna give you options so that the highest number or the chosen committees is the committee that you guys will be in. So it's gonna be one committee because of the number of students.
Well, if the number of delegates has increased since then, we're gonna do more than one committee, but at this moment, we're just gonna focus on one.
Yes, but you guys are gonna choose. So it's gonna be a poll. So we're not gonna choose for you.
I have two questions, please. Is the WHO a part of the United Nations, or is it just a collab with them?
WHO is a World Health Organization. It's there to help through every refugee or crisis any country is going through. It can help through economically unstable countries, countries that are, for instance, right now with the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of people had a short oxygen. So managed to help you get the oxygen you need, oxygen tanks, the food to people who are going through poverty and are not managing to live through the next day. So yeah, it is like semi-collaboration.
Okay,
If you
and
will,
here
it's I'm
you're part
sorry.
of
If
this
you
club.
will, it's oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to be clear. It's a specialized agency within the UN. So it's a committee as well, but more of a specialized agency. So it's more specific as well, if you will. So yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was asking that if we are a part of this club, we considered as part of the United Nations.
Dina, do you want to answer that?
Can you just explain further? Can you elaborate?
Yeah, what do you mean like part of the UN?
Like is this club, the MUNC, part of the United Nations? Is it recognized by the United Nations? Or it's
Now,
just a private club?
yeah, I'm gonna answer that. So, MUNC is under the non-governmental organization that is iAcademy. So that's one. So we're a club under a non-governmental organization. Now we haven't worked with the UN, so we can't say we're recognized by the UN, but we have worked with important organizations such as Himaya. We're working on them for a session, such as like we mentioned before, but I can't say that we're recognized by the UN because we haven't worked with them, but again, a club under a non governmental organization, and we're working in the future for that.
I just have a question. Wissam, are you the person who mentioned that you're studying law right now?
No, no.
Who mentioned you're studying law? I think they left. I'm not sure. Anyway, so the person who's studying law is gonna help you a lot, whether it was to know the basic human rights and, like, for instance, criminal law, um, any law. It's gonna help you with that, especially when you're gonna be supposedly debating over specific topics. You're gonna have more information, and you're not gonna be like, does this make sense? So you're gonna get into consideration with everything you're gonna say. Yeah, you can ask. Feel free to ask.
So, yeah, just one question, please. This club is it the only official club in Lebanon, or there are other clubs?
Can you explain your question?
Like I've seen a lot of UN stuff before now, but like, is it the only club in Lebanon, or are there other MUN?
Dina?
Yeah. There are other MUN clubs. I can name them for you if you will, but some of them, for example, there's Bay MUN, which I think it's reserved for college students or students maybe in AUB. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm mistaken. There is, for example, MOSP. There is a ton of MUN clubs, whether in Lebanon, outside Lebanon. But here at MUNC, we focus on training the delegates properly. We have a ton of training sessions. If the delegates are unaware of what is MUN, how to deal with MUN conferences, we do give you guys certificates and all of that. So I hope that answered your question.
Yeah, so this official club.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I guess,
continue.
yeah.
You have the Economic and Social Council, which is there to help with the economy, whether a country was going through poverty. As I mentioned, they are here to give you the UN Charter, which is the ECOSOC. They're going to be helping with anything based on social counseling or economic problems. So That's a thing, and it has helped over 2,500 registered non-governmental organizations. So, and around the world, from Asia, from Europe, from the Latin American states, the Caribbean, Western Europe, and other states. So you have the International Court of Justice. We all know that justice is playing a huge role right now, whether it was in our daily life or like on social media, what we're witnessing. So its members are 15 judges from different nations. They're not going to be from the same nation. And every year, they're going to elect another like 15 judges so that it would keep on like roaming through. So you have the Secretariat, which is the Secretary General. They are, for instance, I don't know if anyone here joined you have the Secretary no, it's not specifically LAU, but that's a known MUN final conference هيك. So you have the Secretary General, which there to assemble everything, whether it was recommendations for renewable terms, excellency in anything. It's just mainly something related to the UN. So it's organized by departments, conferences, and offices. So, like, depends on how strong you are in solving resolutions, you're gonna have that spot. So, as long as your resolutions are logical and appealing enough for people to like take into consideration, you're gonna mainly aim on that point. So, you're gonna be having the Secretary General Award. So, uh, Samia, Samia, can you please switch the next? Okay, so we have an activity. So
Yasmina, I'm sorry, but before the activity, the video, because the activity is related to it.
oh, okay.
Yep.
Who's gonna
So
start?
please just share the link of the video, and then you can just recap the video because it is related to the United Nations system as well.
Okay. Are you gonna share the video, or am I supposed to share?
Share the link in the chat box because I can't share it right now. If you have the link.
Send it to me on WhatsApp. I've managed to get it. True. Give me a second so that I can.
Okay, I'm sorry, guys. Just bear with us for a moment. The link will be with you soon. It's basically an introduction to the United Nations, how it started, everything. And Yasmina will recap the video after you watch it. It's just a 3-minute video, not more. So, yes, and the link is with you in the chat box, I believe.
I'm gonna it so that you can watch it and then like reflect over it until I explain to you guys what's happening in that video. I want you guys to tell me. I'm gonna pick a few people to tell me what are the main points you noticed through what was explained through the video. So I'm gonna start with Noura. Noura, can you please tell me what you noticed and what was seen and took into consideration?
Tell you what?
Can you please tell me what you gained from that video if you watched it?
Ah, yes, I understood the history of the United Nations and how it started, and the reason it started it's because to stop wars, because there was worldwide wars that happened. So the idea came up, and it was um, created. And now it became something big that involve a lot of categories, domains, and a lot of countries, and have its own power.
Okay, okay. Tamer, Khatib, can you please tell me what you gained from that video?
Yeah, understanding the fundamentals of the UN, how it came after the World War II, after the fall of the League of Nations, and they made it firstly as the basis to stop any more world massacres from then it evolving and even more and more. Firstly, holding. I think it was the first the conference they held was in I forgot the place, but like basically then after that making the UN Charter, which is the basics that they want to achieve and the basics and fundamentals of their ethical and moral stance and like what they want to achieve, what they want to be prevented, and yeah.
Okay, thank you. Jad Dao, can you please tell me what you got from that?
Yeah, yeah, basically exactly what Tamer said. There was the charter, which was the basis of everything. That like it was all the rules that now are like followed based on this, and all
Okay,
the
I have
countries
a
like signed.
question.
Yeah.
I have a question. It might be kind of tricky, but I want to see how much you guys memorized. What are the 5 countries that were in the UNSC?
China,
China,
France,
Britain, Russia.
US, and Russia. Yeah.
Yes.
And France.
Okay, can you please repeat them because it was too chaotic?
Uh, who repeats them?
Yeah, Tamer, go ahead.
China, France, Britain, US, and Russia.
You guys memorized it. Okay, so where is the UN headquarters located at?
It's in New York.
Okay, and when is it taken? When do you guys actually?
September?
When
Was it
does the
September?
meeting take place?
It is General Assembly at September.
Yeah.
You guys memorized them. Okay. Um, do you know the person, the name of the person who's in the Secretary General?
Was it Antonio Guterres or something? It was Antonio something.
Yeah.
Guterres, yeah.
Okay, so we have the UN is divided into 2 parts, one which I mentioned and one I did not. So can you please tell me what these 2 parts are?
General Assembly.
No, not that.
Oh.
It was like part of the WHO.
Oh, Security Council.
Yeah,
UNICEF?
UNICEF and WHO. Okay, so let me explain that video. So as we saw, the UN managed to stop world problems and managed to get world peace worldwide. As we saw, the five countries that were included in the UNSC are France, Britain, the US, China, and France. It's always held in New York in the headquarters, in the UN headquarters. In September, this is where Antonio Guterres, I guess that's how they spell his family name, which is the Secretary General. They actually, they have took a UN meeting in September, the September that passed since it was COVID, and you can see them wearing masks, which is also them raising awareness to take all cautions because of the global pandemic. So that had to grab everyone's attention. We have the WHO, which is the World Health Organization, and UNICEF. The video kind of differentiated between them. WHO is the World Health Organization, and you have UNICEF, which is here to help every kid around or like just raise more awareness and show kids that it's okay and it's all gonna be fine. Like they're here for them, such as any other um, organization that's going around.
Also,
So-
Beyonce was there.
Yeah, Beyonce sang a song there. So, Dina, do you have anything to add?
Yeah, I don't have anything to add. Yasmina, you're done with the explanation of the video?
Yeah, I'm done with everything.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
So you're gonna get now a small like quiz about the all information that we discussed and that actually was in the video. So if you watch the video carefully, you'll know them, and they're pretty simple. We just want to see how much you paid attention, and I'm gonna share the link now. Just give me a few moments.